everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The Packers are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Saints team that knows they have to take care of the ball. So with that, let's get up to Lambeau Field. Here are Brandon Guyton.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. Try and start this drive in the air. It's caught left side by Cooks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
There's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Packers a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Check. 3 down. Come on.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the I. Play clock winding down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A gain of 6 there on first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, got three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
Big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, spinning away. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Doxson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
All right, now, lucky 50 cent. Let's go. Lucky 50 cent.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check, Patriot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Saints with possession early in the first. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Packers take it back all the way for the score as they put the first points on the board. 1st and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and this great play will go for 6. Saints tie it up at 7. Following the forced fumble, the ball will pop loose here. He ended up picking up 35 yards on the play. Offense out now after the fumble. Dotson's able to get open here, and it leads to a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. 3rd and goal. They'll go with the run here, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. The Saints tied up at 14. Now 1st and 10. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints defense ready to set up shop again here. This will be their first crack here of the second half. We'll see what, if any, adjustments they made in the locker room.
And the bulk of adjustments usually come down to, guys, we did pretty well in the first half. Play with that intensity, with that focus, and we'll adjust anything else they throw at us in the second half.
Second drive here of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's brought in by Dotson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, Saints.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints defense getting ready here, heading back onto the field. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Well, sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They come out here in the I. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. And Jerry Rice no longer holds that top spot. Touchdown reception number 198 gives us a new career leader.
And this guy, we know, is headed to Canton. And when he gets there for his induction speech, this will be his walkout video. This catch right here where he broke the record of the incomparable Jerry Rice.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
On first down, Wilson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
3 yards left to grab here on third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And he's brought down after a good gain. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
We've got a 3rd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Time
39.
running out here on the play clock. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Wilson. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Wilson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Here's Wilson. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On now is the Packers punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Win the rep. This is our rep to win. Win the rep.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And it's taken in at the 9. Shreds the tackle. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done. Now part 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Saints.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win 1 every now and then.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back 99 to Philly. Here we go. Blue, landed. No. Jack Patrick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here we go. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
So now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will be their 3rd and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll go with a keeper. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 24-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, They got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them